Hello, Freedom Wing. This is Chaplain Mattina. I pray this message finds you and your loved ones doing well. September is National Suicide Prevention Month, and the Defense Suicide Prevention Office released information on the number of suicides in 2019 by military personnel. And in that year, a total of 137 airmen across active duty, reserve, and guard died by suicide. That was a 33% increase from the previous year, a record breaking number, which is something to be seriously addressed. Last month, on August 15th, the Chaplain Corps suffered the devastating loss when Chaplain Major Timothy J. Hurton ended his own life. He was an active duty chaplain who had previously served as an IMA reservist right here at this installation, and he had deployed on a number of occasions. Chaplain Hurton, also known as Father Tim or Father Hurton, served several years active duty back here at JBMDL with the 87th Air Base Wing Chapel Team. Even during his active duty time, Father Hurton selflessly volunteered on occasions to provide spiritual and pastoral care to the members of the Freedom Wing during UTAs. That was the type of chaplain he was. Father Tim was my very first supervisor and raider at Dover Air Force Base when I entered the Air Force about almost 10 years ago. We became very good friends. I always knew Father Tim as a happy and full of life person who inspired many with his cheerful disposition, his charity, love for sports, especially basketball, given the fact that he was formerly a professional basketball player. And yet, it never occurred to me and to many that Father Tim was suffering internally. The pain that is felt by those who chose to end their lives does not end when they die. The pain, different type of pain, their pain, is passed on to those they leave behind. Father Tim's death has caused, of course, his family and his friends great shock and tremendous sadness. Zig Ziglar, a renowned motivational speaker and author, said the following: "People often say that motivation doesn't last." Well, he continued by saying, "Well, neither does bathing. That is why we recommend it daily." End of quote. Daily routine, daily self-care is of the utmost importance. Listen to what Air Force Chief of Chaplain Major General Stephen A. Scheich said in his written address to the Chaplain Corps in response to Father Hurton's suicide. He said the following: "I also want to urge each of you to take care of yourselves and one another. Someone has rightly said, 'Be kind, for everyone you meet is fighting a hard battle.' These words, especially in the midst of this pandemic, have never been truer. As you care for airmen more than anyone thinks possible, please also care for each other and for yourself. Every member of our Chaplain Corps is precious and irreplaceable." End of quote. As Chaplain Scheich said, we are precious and irreplaceable. You and all of us in the Chaplain Corps as well. Let us be therefore united in helping each other in truly living our life's purpose and meaning. And when that meaning doesn't become clear, when the demands of life and stress and anxiety overwhelm us, I invite you, be not afraid to reach out to us in the Chaplain Corps to be companions on your journey, to help you with, of course, an important resource, that important area that we bring to the fight, and that is privileged, 100% confidential, privileged communication. If you are hurting, if you know of someone who is hurting, if you see signs, having that daily situational awareness and genuine concern for your fellow airmen, be not afraid to ask the question if those signs are present. Ask, are you considering, have you considered suicide? Are you contemplating suicide? Let's try to see, in the midst of the challenge, how we could assist one another. One may sometimes think that life is too demanding, and the only solution to a temporary challenge and problem is a permanent solution that will bring pain and suffering. Together, we can address these issues and overcome. Life on earth, of course, is not eternal. We will pass from this life to eternity. Let us choose to leave behind moments and memories of how well we lived our life, which is worth living, and leave those we love not with unbearable grief, but with lasting joy. Be assured of my continued prayers and support for each one of you. Blessings to each of you during this September UTA.